Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Happy Thursday ho mga kaibigan. Magandang gabi ho. Welcome ho sa ating programa. Ito po ang Immigration Corner on a Happy Thursday. Ayan. Dito ho sa kanilalagyan ko, medyo maulan ho kanina. No? Ngayon medyo wala na, tibila na. And hope you guys are okay. No? Saan mang bahagi kayo naroon sa UK, no? Dito ho sa United Kingdom. Nasa bahay, nasa labas, nasa trabaho. In transit, no? Or nakasakay pa kayo sa bus or kotse kung saan man kayo na nanonood sa atin. Welcome ho. It's a lovely Thursday evening. Ngayon ho, ang happy Thursday ho natin, Immigration Corner. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN, no? For those of you who have probably seen this program for the first time, so it's via a link at, ano ba to? Tignan natin. Ito ho'y programa rito sa United Kingdom wherein we talk about mga problems, no, situations, immigration situations dito po sa United Kingdom. So, kung kayo ho ay taga rito o may kamag-anak kayo na taga rito, tell them to watch us dahil napaka-importante ho. Ngayong gabi, ang pag-uusapan natin mamaya, entry into the UK as a fiancé, no? Ayan ho, one of those, kumbaga, ruta sa pagpasok sa isang bansa, yung fiancé. Yan, pag-ibig, pag-uusapan. Okay, well, hindi ho ako ang immigration expert. Ako ho ay, kumbaga, sabit lang ho rito. Ang talagang immigration expert ay yung ating kasamahang for ilang ano na yan, 19, ano ba yan? Teka muna, ilang years ba? I-remind natin. Mga kaibigan, yung ating expert ho, siya po ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors. And he has been an immigration lawyer for a long time. At siya ho ang kauna-unahang lawyer, solicitor na Pinoy dito ho. Kaya ako'y proud ho dahil siyempre kasama ko ang kauna-unahang Pinoy, no? Na Filipino na naging abogado dito po sa United Kingdom. Ito po ay walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Attorney, happy Thursday!
Sonny, happy Thursday. Sa inyo pong lahat, happy Thursday. It truly is a happy Thursday. We missed you, Sonny. Are you well? You okay? Last week.
Okay naman. Yes. Everything's okay naman. Except that I am getting to realize that I have a dog. Hindi ko akalain na my life would change. Na magkakaroon, it's changed. That I never imagined myself having a dog. And ngayon, okay na. It's a joy now. Initially, it was a chore. Now it's a joy. No? Ito, mga kaibigan, dito natutulog sa tabi ko. Alam nyo, ito si Snooki, yung aking little dog. She's a Pomchito, crossover between a Pomeranian and a Chihuahua. Very skandalosa, maingay. The reason why I'm holding her, attorney, is kasi itong lugar na kung saan nandoon kami, pag may konting kaluskos, tumatahol, nakakaya sa mga neighbors. No, ayan, oh. Kasi sa lakas na kanyang tahol, baka maano. Yeah, oh. So good evening. Ito si Snooki. Good evening, attorney. Sorry. At I'm okay now and everything's okay. Ikaw, kumusta? How was your week? How was itong weekend na nakaraan? Kumusta? What were you doing? Si Attorney Dana is preparing for her marathon on first
Oh, wow.
Sunday ba o Saturday of sa Brighton. Yeah, oo.
Nice.
Nagkasakit. Yeah, nagkasakit
Oh,
na
that's good, yeah.
overtraining, na overtrain siguro. Or she's
Oh,
cramming. Yeah,
yeah.
she's cramming kasi nagka-cram siya pahabol sa kanyang run. So, yeah, ikaw naman, how was any movies ba? Ano ba mga pinanood mo lately? May movies ba
Well,
or
yeah,
have you
no.
been out?
Put it this way. I'm not training for any marathon. No, no, not at all. So it's no, no. I need to move more. I need to take your example, Sonny. I've become a bit of a couch potato actually. Um, so the best I can do is really I walk. I can walk to work. I can walk home from work, for example. But yung nga lang, no, I'm not really doing anything like no, like Dana, no, the training for the marathon. At saka ikaw, no, you run, you cycle. I need to do more. I really do need to do more.
Si Dana climbs mountains, hills. Ewan ko, nagpa-mountain climbing yan. Pupunta ng mga, di ba, yung ilang ba three peaks ba yun dito sa UK? Dyan sa Wales, dyan sa Scotland, yung ano, inaakit niya, no? Ako hindi pa, I'm not really much into running. Biking is easier kasi all you have to do is pedal. Pero biking is,
Mm-mm.
running for me is very physical, no? Uh, bragging, bragging o modesty aside, parang bragging na konti lang. Ever since I started on this healthy protocol, yung aking physical fitness, I've never ever had any back pains anymore. Yung unlike the previous years
Ano mo?
prior to when I started, yeah, meron akong mga lingering back pains. But now, yeah, I'm so limber. Okay naman. So, siguro, ganun, it has to have an effort. There has to be an effort. Anything that you endeavor in life, not only in your physical fitness, anything that you, ano, di ba, kailangan may
Yeah,
either an effort, a sacrifice, yun lang yun eh. It's either you do it or you not do it, no? So, it's a choice. It's either
yeah,
you choose between, sometimes the things that are easy to do are easy not to do. Meaning, if you want to be
mm,
physically fit, well, let's say if walking around the block is a small way of being physically fit. Uh, it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So when if you don't do it, then you don't get to be physically fit. No, yun lang naman. So
yeah. No, no, tama
I
ka.
miss you. So I miss you. Every Thursday for me is a joy because it's an interaction. It's also, yeah, we're interacting. I get to see you, and we get to interact with our kababayans, and they get to
Yeah.
learn something. Ano, parang sa akin, I'm part of this apostolate na rin. I just consider this probably apostolate of educating people by way of you, because I myself wouldn't know all the things that you've been telling us. I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh,
Probably, yeah,
no.
5%, 2%, but it takes an immigration expert to really, or an immigration practitioner, or diba, to really know what she's talking about. And I wouldn't purport to be knowledgeable in this, in this itong area na to, no, field, no, sa itong immigration. Oh, yeah, well, okay. I missed you. We missed you. I have Snooky. Watson sleep. Ayan, kita niyo sa mga kaibigan siya.
Yeah, yeah, nandito siya. Oh, cute, cute niya, no? Really, I think, natutulog na siya, no? Tingnan mo. She's so sleepy.
Ano, nag-ano lang, natutulog lang sa akin. She enjoys ganito, parang cuddly-cuddly kasi yung dalawa. We sleep together every night. We sleep. We have a ritual. I wipe her feet, yung four legs niya, 4 feet niya. And I wipe her bum with yung antibacterial wipes. And then we go to bed together, no? In the morning, you will wake up, she would wake me up by licking my face, no? So, yeah, it's a different life now. I have a dog now, no? Unlike before, ano ako, free. Ngayon, parang may asawa na ako eh. Parang ako may asawa na nakakapit dito sa akin, attorney, no? Hindi na ako
Yun na nga.
libre. But pag gusto, if she wants to play, aawayin ka, attorney. Go. Tapos kakamutin ka sa tuhod,
Yun
kakalutin
nga.
ka, ganyan, no? So
Yeah.
if she wants to play, yan. Very playful to as a little girl. My little girl, si Snoopy.
Demanding.
Yep, oo.
Oh,
Ilan taon na
she's
nga pala
so
siya, no?
cute.
Si Watson, attorney?
Watson
How old
is
is Watson nga pala?
9 years old na siya. Yeah, 9 years old na
Oh,
siya. So,
9.
yeah, he's an old man. Yeah, he's an old man. For a dog. So, nandito nga siya sa tabi ko. Sabi ko, narinig mo ako kanina, no? Sabi ko sa kanya, wag siya ganong maingay and definitely no snoring, no? Ngayon, alam ko, pagka nakatabi ko siya, natutulog siya. And every so often, no, there's just an almighty snoring. Hindi niyo siguro naririnig, pero ako, I can't hear
Wala.
it. It's that loud.
Wala kaming
Tulog siya
narinig.
ngayon.
Honestly, to be honest, I hindi ko nadidinig, no? But talking about a dog, yung medyo may edad na, the other day, si Snooki and I went around walking dito sa area na to, kung nasaan ako, sa Southeast England. We met this bulldog, no? Matanda na, yung may-ari, dalawa, no? May arthritis. Kawawa naman, hirapin maglakad. So may arthritis. Matanda na kasi. So, ayan, no? Mabait naman kasi pag may edad na, they tolerate the puppies, eh. So, ito kasi masyadong skandaloso itong aso ko. Kaya, the reason why, okay, I would not like to hold her, sana. The reason why I'm holding her is because she would run and go barking. Nakakaya. Parang ayoko naman masyadong, malakas mag-bark to, eh. Ha? Snooki, ha?
Yeah.
Ayan, my little girl.
Tulog na siya, actually.
Oh, yes.
Tulog na siya.
She's
so cute.
I'll start cutting her hair, some of her hair, kasi may mga excess hair siya na kakat ko lalo sa bum niya. And so, instead of going to the barber ng mga pets, mga dogs, mga ganyan, ako na lang, I'll have to train. I'll just go YouTube and learn it. Ayun. Uy, teka muna, attorney, mag-greetings na muna tayo. Baka marami tayong mga greetings.
Yeah.
May mga greetings tayo direct. Sige, okay. Let's go. Sige, yung ating bumper. Teka muna, before the, na-flash mo ba yung, sandali, attorney, na-flash mo ba yung topic natin for tonight, no? Immigration, entry into the UK as a fiancé. Ayan, yan ang pag-uusapan. Very interesting yan. Yan ay ginagamit at naging ruta ng napakaraming mga tao, no? Hindi lang mga Pinoy, kundi iba-ibang mga lahi, no? If you're talking of migrating, coming over to the UK. Okay, sino ang unang palagay mo na bumati sa atin?
No, just thinking of getting fit. I think Oliver. No, I remember.
Si Oliver, yan.
Yeah, Oliver. He's good at getting fit. No.
May condition si Oliver, pero he's trying to overcome it. Sige, good. Sige, direct. Fernandez ba?
Oh wow, Gigi. Well done, Gigi.
Lumalaban ka na ngayon, well done,
Yeah.
Yes,
well
even doon sa kabila kay
done,
Attorney Dana, she was early.
Diba?
Normally, mga end of the show yan. Congratulations,
Well done,
bragging
Gigi.
rights mo for tonight.
Yeah.
Well done, no? Ano
Absolutely,
sabi niya,
yes.
Attorney?
Yeah. Good evening, Attorney Lira, sabi niya. And Kuya Sonny, happy Thursday, all viewers. God bless everyone and also Derek Paula. No, absolutely, Gigi. No, ikaw din, no?
Ayan,
God bless. Hopefully, you're somewhere
So
warm.
then, ayan, director natin si Paula. At saka, good evening din from Snooki who's sleeping now. Ayan. Okay, sino pangalawa, Attorney? May bago tayo.
Okay,
Number one si
sticking,
Gigi.
Yeah, yun na.
Sticking,
Gigi,
okay.
I think first time niya, I mean, she's been in the top 3, pero this is the first time I think number 1 siya. So well done,
really?
Gigi.
Really?
I think I
okay.
think so, no? Let me,
okay, so that's good. Well done.
That's the case. Yeah.
Well done. Well
I'm
done.
sticking
Dahil
with
lumalaban.
Oliver.
Sige, Oliver pa rin. Sige, let's see. Oliver
pa rin.
Direct.
Tingnan natin. Edgardo!
Si Edgardo Rodriguez.
Yes.
Wow, good evening, mabuhay ka.
Si Enrique. Yeah.
Iba ngayon, yung mga...
Yeah.
Go. Sige, Attorney.
Happy Thursday to Mr. Laragan, Attorney Lira, and hardworking. That's how. And to the viewers, no? Working from home today and taking care of my son Justin now. Ooh, okay. I'm looking forward to lots of learning again today. Thanks, the guy. I love this man. No, he's so
Oh, ano
charming,
yata
you know.
yan?
Working from
That's his
home.
name. Yata sa YouTube
Yeah,
channel
so
yata niya. Kaya I haven't seen it yet, pero let's check it out, no? Si Egay the Guy, yung
I
kanyang,
will.
he's got a YouTube channel, no? So, mabuhay ka, Edgardo, no?
Yeah,
Ayan, oo.
check
Sige,
out
sino
a
third
guy, the
natin?
guy. Okay, ano,
Egay the
you know,
Guy, yes.
I'm
YouTube.
sticking with Oliver. Oliver, come through, third time.
Oliver Fernandez. Yeah, me too, no? Looking forward to yung kanyang mga messages kasi maganda eh, may kwento eh. Sige, let's direct, sige.
Analu!
Oh,
Analu!
Analu.
Hi, Analu!
Mabuhay Analu.
Yeah,
Lumalaban si Analu, ah.
ganda na.
Okay, ah. Good.
Ayan, tsaka
Mabuhay
panibagong
Analu, ah.
picture niya, lovely. Yeah, amazing Thursday
Ah,
evening po,
okay.
Attorney Lira. Kuya
Ba,
Sonny
amazing, ah.
Rarpao, and to all viewers. Yeah, tama nga siya, no? Kamusta, Analu?
Amazing Thursday,
Hopefully you're
no?
well. I love her picture, no? She's so
Ayan, oh.
lovely, actually.
Nakita-kita tayo ng
So tiny.
birthday ni Emmeline, di ba? Ni Emmeline Rafael, ni Lady Emmeline. We
Yeah,
were all
yeah.
together on Emmeline's 75th birthday ba yun? Hindi ko ma-imagine.
18th.
70th o 75th. Pero 18 ka, pero she looks very young, di ba? Batang-bata sa edad niya, no? Hindi mo kalahing
She,
ganun na siya, no? Ayan, ano sikreto, no? Yun ang dapat natin malaman. We
yeah,
have to
yun na
find
nga.
out may
Yeah.
diet ba siya? Meron ba siyang ginagawa, meron ba siyang routine, health protocols? Ayan. Okay, sino to susunod? Uy, yan. Oh, ito
Oh,
yung mga
Miss
favorites na, mga
Panel.
regulars, pero na ano sila, nasilingitan kayo, Marian, ha? Oo, sige,
Yeah,
go,
yun na
go. Yeah,
nga.
attorney.
So,
Mm.
galing po to kay Miss Paner, yeah, Marian Paner. Hello po, magandang gabi po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Lira. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po and stay safe always. And stay healthy. God bless us po. No, God bless, Miss Paner. Hopefully you well, no? And inside. Although hindi na
Yes.
gano'ng malamig ngayon, no? Pero I think umuulan ng konti.
Dito sa part ko, umuulan kanina, malakas ang hangin. So,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Pero ngayon, parang hindi na yung dating chilly masyado, ano? Yung biting yung lamig, no? Hindi na
Oo nga.
masyado, no?
Oo.
Diyan ba sa iyo,
Yeah, yeah.
sa Southwest London, kumusta na? Is it not that as biting as before? Yung cold?
Yeah, no, nowhere near as cold. So no, definitely, I think spring has sprung. No, so it's yeah, no, it's not as cold. Yung nga lang umulan ng konti, but it's okay. No,
The clocks will be moving forward this Sunday na, di ba? Starting Sunday. So pag dumating
ito
ho ng
ba?
2
Ito ba
o'clock,
Sunday?
itong Sunday na. Pagdating ng 1 o'clock ng madaling araw, pagdating ng 1 o'clock ko, magiging 2 o'clock na. Yun. So kasi magtatanong sila, paano ba nangyayari yan? Nagbabago oras nyo. Pagdating ho ng 1 o'clock in the morning dito sa United Kingdom, automatic yung 1 o'clock na yan, magiging 2 o'clock na. Ganun kasi spring forward. Tapos pagdating naman sa kabila naman sa winter, sa autumn, kailangan 2 o'clock. Pagdating ng 2 o'clock ng gabi, madaling araw, ibabalik mo ng 1 o'clock. Ganon.
Yeah,
So, ngayon,
goes back.
now,
Yeah,
1 o'clock becomes 2 o'clock. No, it's spring forward. Okay, sino to,
yeah,
attorney? Oh,
yeah.
Ma'am Cora.
Oh, si
Hey,
Ma'am
Ma'am Cora.
Cora. Hi,
Go.
Ma'am Cora.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
she's lovely
Hey.
also, Miss Ma'am Cora.
Oh, she is.
She's
Very,
she's
very. We love her.
amazing, no? And another one who looks
Ay,
so young
malaking
is
fan niya yan.
talaga, it's
Malaking
embarrassing.
fan niya ni Snooki. Laging nag-acknowledge yan. So,
Talaga?
thank you, Ma'am. Ma'am Cora, no? Thank you for
Yeah.
always acknowledging si Snooki. Yan.
Yeah, so
Yeah, go
so
ahead,
galing po to kay
attorney.
Ma'am Cora. Magandang gabi, Sir Sonny, Attorney Lira, Direct po, Paula, at lahat. May thanks again for sharing us your very informative immigration law and also the knowledge we learned from the questions raised by fellow viewers. Tama ka, Ma'am Cora, no? Which may also transpire to those needing them. Tama. Now, mabuhay po kayo. And may God bless you. So, no, tama ka, Ma'am Cora. And actually, the topic
Rightly
today,
said.
and the topic nga last week, actually comes from one of our viewers, no, na nag-email nga sa akin. So,
Okay.
the idea came from her. JZ, no? Alam ko JZ ang initials niya. So thanks to her, no? Yeah, no, tama ka, Ma'am Cora. So it's the questions are just as interesting, I think, as the answers nga.
Oh, ito!
Oliver!
Oliver,
Oh,
hinihintay natin yung message niya dahil I really wait for his messages kasi maganda yan, may kwento. He tells something, magaling eh. Teka lang, delete nito, hindi ko
yeah.
babasa mo ba, Tony?
So, okay. So
Sige,
sabi, galing po ito kay
let's make it
Oliver.
out, yeah.
The charming Mr. Oliver Fernandez from across
Fernandez.
the
Oh, yeah.
pond, no? Good
From
evening po,
Washington, yeah,
Attorney
from
Lira,
Washington
Kuya
State.
Sonny. Yeah. And Derek Pau. It's another learning Thursdays. We'll learn about entering to the UK as fiancé. Tama ka, fiancé. Yeah. We all have a lot to do, a lot to be thankful for. Waking up in the morning for the sun shining, albeit rare here where I'm at. And even for the cold, freezing rain, and even the flowers that produce the pollens that we have, that we could have allergies from, as they may benefit
Oh.
other living things that in turn sustain us. No, tama siya, no? Oh, by the way, I just turned
Ayan, no,
53
appreciating.
last week. Yeah. Oh,
You
so
turned 53?
it's just turned 53. Yeah, hindi pa tapos, Paula. Hindi pa tapos yung ano. So,
Wow.
yeah, so 53 last
Batang-bata
week.
pa,
Happy
golden boy.
birthday. Yeah. Yeah, and I still
Hey, happy
continue to learn the
birthday,
ways of
yeah.
this world. Yeah.
Oh.
Just thought I'd share that today. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Happy birthday, Oliver. Hopefully you had a good time. You had a good
Well,
hopefully you had a good cake, huh?
yeah. I have a birthday wish for him, no? Yung somehow, yung parang mga miracles ba, yung bang hindi mo akalain bigla kang, di ba there are things na bigla ka lang umokay lang. Sometimes, there are things that they just fix themselves up, di ba? Attorney, di ba? Yung mga bigla lang, sometimes, di ba, you worry about something, and then eventually, Google it just fixes itself up, no? Sana health-wise, I would love Oliver to be able to overcome his, yung kanyang condition, no? Because, yeah, thank you, Oliver. Yung mga sinishare mo, really, we look forward to it. I don't know with attorney, but I do look forward because it's nice he shares something with us, diba? Remember yung marami siyang mga kwento mga anecdotes, kwento na
Yeah.
kwento sa atin, no? Sa buhay nila. So, thank
He,
you.
he's so poetic, no? Oliver.
He
So
is.
poetic nga.
He is.
Yeah. Oh, I speak of the devil, no? Miss
Oh, si
Rafael,
Lady Emily.
she's
Speaking
feeling
of the
good.
angel.
Yeah, she's feeling good.
Oo,
Yeah,
ganda
speak
ka
of the
taps
angel, right?
Oo
Yun na nga,
nga,
all
oo.
caps siya ngayon.
Nasa
No?
Pilipinas pa ba?
Yeah, feeling good.
Nasa Pilipinas ba, Direk?
Maybe, hindi niya sinabi.
Nasa Pilipinas ba?
Yeah.
Nasa Pilipinas
Nasa Pinas pa ba?
Oo.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Siya doon, ano? It says, yeah, hello, Sonny and Attorney Lira. Good evening. And happy Thursday to you both and everyone. And good morning, Direct Pao. Tama ka. Kamusta po? Kamusta kayo? Hopefully you're having a
Basta
good
na,
time
oo,
there,
kumusta
no?
ka na? Lady Emmeline. Oh, it's been a long time. We
Yeah.
haven't, taga Wimbledon yan. She lives in Wimbledon. I don't
Yeah.
know who's staying at her
She's,
flat now, no? This is Wimbledon.
well,
Marian.
good that she's traveling. Oh, si Miss Paner. Hi, Marian. Yeah.
Nagre-react
I'm
siya.
well po, thank you.
Nagkukwento siya.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Dito po sa Cheltenham, it's raining all day and windy. Yeah. Hopefully, nasa loob ka nga, no? And you don't have to travel today.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
We-
yeah.
we-
I can imagine,
we-
actually.
You know what the amazing thing about my little dog, attorney, is I didn't have a difficult time training her sa kanyang yung toilet training niya. All I had was sa patio ba o veranda, nilagyan ko lang ng grass na yung parang grass na binili ko sa Amazon na 1 meter by 1 meter. Tapos doon lang siya every day. Oo. So now that we're in a different place, well, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because yung windy bumili kami ng mahabang parang grass na siguro 1 meter by 3 meters or 4 meters, no? Mahaba. Ang problema, because we are on the 9th floor, hinahangin, mas malakas ang hangin pag nasa 9th floor ka.
Oh,
So,
no.
ayos ka ng ayos, ang hirap po, ang hirap, ayos ka ng ayos, no? Kaya, si little girl, nagboboryo ako baka yung aso ko, di pa rin na dahil sa lakas ng hangin.
Oh.
Baka mawala, oo. Gaan-gaan ito. Nako, tulog ba siya? Tulog ba? Tulog? Hindi
Yeah,
siya nagising.
no,
Oh,
hindi.
sorry.
Gising nga siya. Yeah, but
Gising na
you
siya.
know,
Oh.
she's quite light, no? Yeah, no, you have to be just,
Very light,
I'm sure
very
she
light.
hindi naman, no?
The
Yeah, she's just
heaviest
very light.
for dogs like this, lalo na yung mga Pomeranians, they range between 1.7 to 3 kilograms. 3 kilograms
Oh,
will
that's
be the
really very
heaviest for
little.
them. Oh, very little, very
Yeah,
little. Oh, very, very little.
yeah.
3 kilograms.
I,
So,
I,
yeah. Wait,
yeah, I
sino to?
think Watson's head weighs more than that. Oh, Cora. Happy birthday, Oliver. Yun na nga, no,
Oh,
tama ka. Happy birthday. Yeah, no, definitely.
happy
Happy
birthday, huh?
birthday, Oliver.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, we love you, Oliver. Talaga, we love you. We talagang ano, no, from the bottom of our hearts, no, we love you and we wish you the best, no, in life, no. And it's
Yeah,
nice that you're acknowledging
absolutely.
the beauty of
Definitely,
nature,
no.
the small things, diba?
Yeah.
Rain. People might have the pollen, ano, pero you have to appreciate din, diba? Because in life,
Tama siya.
nature, no. Oh, mabuhay ka,
Yeah.
mabuhay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sige, attorney, sino yan? Si Rudy Libro and family. Oh,
Okay.
Rudy, yeah,
The
mabuhay.
Team Libro. Oh, hi, Rudy.
Team Libro.
Yeah, so happy maulan, tama siya. Happy maulan at malamig.
Ang mali sa hula.
Na masayang gabi ng Thursday. Yeah, maulan dun. Well, it's Ireland, ano? So it's always raining there. So
It seems to be everywhere.
attorney lovely Lira. Yeah, at the moment.
Oh.
Sir Slim Sonny, tama siya, no? Cutie Snooky, Sir Super Edgar, and Direct Lovely Paula, and all happy viewers. God bless. God bless us all. Team Libroho. Hi, Mr. Libroho. Kamusta mga pamilya? Hopefully you're well. No, laging umulan sa gadun eh. That's why it's so lush
Yeah.
where he is.
Thank you nga pala. Super slim. I'm wearing an extra small shirt. So extra small from extra large to extra small. Yun, no.
You're looking good, Sonny. Talaga. Yeah. Oh,
Ay, sana.
Miss Ropel,
Sana
happy
ma-maintain lang.
birthday,
Happy birthday. Uy, Oliver, sino yan? Kay Emmeline. Kay Lady Emmeline. No, mabuhay.
Miss
Talagang
Ropel,
nanonood
yeah.
sila because they're acknowledging it. They're really watching.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ano kinakain? Ikaw ba yung nag-midnight snack ka ba rin? Anong oras na ba sa Pilipinas ngayon? Anong oras na ba sa Pilipinas? Today,
Madaling
what time is
araw,
now?
ano?
It's-
Madaling araw ngayon.
Kasi
Alas 4?
7, 8
Alas
hours
4?
pa yan eh. Siguro.
Yeah.
Siguro,
Alas
alas 4.
4 ako.
Mga ganyan. Oo.
Mga alas 4, no?
Mm.
Yeah, it's no,
Mabuhay.
well, it's not good for you to eat, to eat late, but sometimes, no.
No. It's not. It's not good.
do.
It's not good. Well, before going to bed, never have a parang a meal na malaki-laki ng konti, no? Yung malaking, hindi naman kasi yung basta hindi, in fact, dapat hindi kayo kumain bago matulog, no? So, Edgar Duway. Oh.
Yeah,
Mabati si
Edgar.
Oliver.
One of our firm favorites, no? Maligayang
Oo,
Kaarawan, Oli. Tama nga.
Maligayang Kaarawan,
Hi,
no?
Edgar. Kamusta? No doubt working hard.
Edgar, mabuhay, ah. Yeah, Nako, mabuhay kay Edgar, no? Si Edgar yun, may Pomeranian dog din si Edgar. I think he showed me one of the photos ng kanyang aso. He has a friend. May friend siya na may Pomeranian na parang gusto nang ipaalaga o ibigay sa iba. Ino-offer niya sa akin. Sabi ko hindi pa pwede kasi meron akong pupping nakakumit na sa akin.
Yeah.
Pomeranian. So,
Magsiselo siya.
ito nga, si Snooki, oh. Yan, si Snooki.
Yeah, magsiselo siya.
Lako naman itong doggy ko.
Cute, yeah, no?
Kasama na ng life ko to, attorney. Parang part of my life na ngayon. Hindi na. Every day of my waking time, ito na siya. Kasama na siya ng buhay ko. So, I feed her.
Yeah.
I washed her bum kasi ang mga ganitong klaseng aso, mabuhok sila eh. So, yung bum nila, minsan sumasabit yung kanilang natitira pang, di ba? Yung kanilang poop nila.
Yeah.
So, inuhugasan ko yung kanyang behind. Tapos, ini-spray ko, ko siya ng, ano pangalan na may isa buhok? Ano pangalan na, attorney? Yung dryer, hair dryer, no?
The dryer?
Pag ginagawa ko siya ng hair dryer, tuwan-tuwa siya, nakikiliti siya.
Yeah.
Gusto niya. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, we're gonna have a short break. Attorney, mag-break na tayo. And then when we come back, ito na yung pag-uusapan natin, entry into the UK via as a fiancé, no? Yung fiancé visa. Okay. We're gonna have a short break, mga kaibigan. Pagbalik natin, si Attorney ho, tatalakayan yung topic for tonight. Ayan ho, naka-flash ho sa ating screens, sa inyong screens. At tell your friends about it. Kung kayo ho ay concerned dito or yung kakilala ninyo, tell them to watch us. We're gonna have a short break at pagbalik natin, ayan na, ang i-discuss ni Attorney. So wag ho kayong alis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galetos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, balik ho tayo sa ating palatuntunan. No? Ito po ang Immigration Corner on a Happy Thursday. Ako po si Sonny LARAGAN. Those of you who have tuned in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. No? Ito, once again, siyempre, tawagan natin yung ating eksperto. Ang ating, kumbaga, siya ang dahilan kung bakit may show tayo. Siyempre, immigration na pinag-uusapan. Si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Happy Thursday once again, Attorney.
Happy Thursday, Sonny. Sa inyo pong lahat, no? Nice to see you again. Nice to see you all. So looking forward to discussing yung topic nga natin, which is this, no? Entry
sige. Take it away, Attorney. Go.
Fiancé,
Sige.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ang laki po ng topic natin. And this is actually following on from yung topic nga natin last week. The last week, pinag-usapan nga natin, can you, if you're married in the United Kingdom, for example, or if you're in the United Kingdom and you want to marry in the United Kingdom, no? Can you, for example, get married in the UK if you're already married sa Pilipinas nga? So we were discussing divorce and marriage and of course immigration. So it's following in from there. So ang topic po nga natin, as you can see there, is entry into the United Kingdom as a fiancé. So basically, ito po yung application from outside the United Kingdom. So sabihin natin from the Philippines. Now, before I continue on, kung meron kayong naririnig na kind of huffing noise and snoring noise, hindi po ako yun yung aso ko. Watson is just here, but for whatever reason, nagising siya and he's just huffing. So parang naiinis siya sa akin. So he's just huffing everywhere. Anyway, I think he's just becoming a grumpy old man yung aso ko. Without further ado, let's go back to the fiancé type application. So, sabihin natin nasa Pilipinas nga kayo, gusto nyo pumasok dito, meron kayong partner dito, ano bang kailangan nyong pakita? There are a number of conditions and it's very similar in a way to the spousal route, no? But obviously there are some distinctions, some important distinctions. So una po, anong kailangan nyong pakita? Status nyo, no? Or rather status ng fiancé nyo, yung nandito, yung sponsor nyo, no? Yung partner nyo nga dito. He must be or she must be British or Irish, no? in the United Kingdom, o kaya meron siyang indefinite o kaya permanent residence in the UK, or have pre-settled status, no, EU, no, under the Appendix EU, or also there are some possibilities under the Turkish agreement, no, or indeed be a refugee or have humanitarian protection status in the UK. But the most common thing is yung kung nandito yung fiancé nyo is British or indeed Irish or permanent resident, so indefinite leave to remain. So, unang-una, kailangan meron silang settled status nga dito predominantly. No? So, yun yung fiancé nyo, yung nandito nga, yung sponsor nyo. Minimum age, no? 18 po. So, 18, you and he or she must be no less than 18 years old. Now, the minimum age to marry in the UK is actually 16. But if you're 16, hindi po yung pwede. It must be 18 minimum age nyo. Relationship requirement. Now, most applications actually are, in fact, refused on the basis of relationship requirements. Mainly, it's to do, so kailangan ipakita na, no, you are indeed in a relationship, genuine nga yun, and that when you're in the United Kingdom, you intend to permanently live together in the UK. Problema sa relationship, like most things with that kind of intention type, is proving it, especially kung fiancé nga. Because usually, at least the cases that I deal with, the fiancé, they've met but not so long ago, no, and oftentimes, especially during COVID, there's a relationship, but mainly developed online, no. So you're WhatsApping or you're Zooming on or FaceTiming, but you hadn't even met, no, not personally anyway. So more often than not, we have a relationship that spans maybe a year, maybe a few months nga, and perhaps have only met the once or the twice, no, sa Pilipinas. And that's usually because mahal nga ang pamasahe, there's of course work commitments nga, and during COVID, it was of course a problem to travel to the Philippines, no, or indeed to travel into the UK or travel anywhere, no. So it's it can be a bit of a concern, proving that you have or showing as far as you can that you are you satisfy the relationship requirement. Tip ko po kung yun, no, prepare a statement. Importante po yon in relation to that, no. Kung meron kayong mga pictures together, no, you need to have also met, of course. Hindi, so kung nag-zoom nga lang kayo, hindi po yung pwede. You need to at least have met in person. So the times that you've been together, pictures nyo, but as I say, importante po, prepare a statement. Yung statement, ibig sabihin, parang affidavit. Sasabihin nyo daw, kailan kayo nagkita, if the relationship developed online, what was the process for that, no, do you call each other every day? A lot of my clients actually call each other more than twice a day, no? And now with the advent of Zoom and other remote possibilities, it's easier nga, no, to keep in contact. Unlike a long time ago when when I started practicing law, which was 31 years ago, sulatan pa tayo, no? And then tapos yung telepono, and then yung meron kayong mga phone card. Ngayon hindi na din, mainly. Rarely do I have people who are actually using phone cards because we more often than not have our mobile phones, no, and WhatsApp and FaceTime nga. So it's relationships have become much more global. I find, that you can be here, tapos you are then in contact with someone nasa Pilipinas, hindi, or anywhere really, and then you begin a relationship. So it's great in that sense, but of course you need to prove it. So if you're using your phone, maybe you can show also say yung phone bills nyo, and if you FaceTiming, for example, print out some of your FaceTime. If you're texting, you may want to also submit your printouts of that. Emails, for example, although people rarely email. So basically, kailangan yung pakita pa rin, no? And kung magbibisitahin yung fiancé nyo sa Pilipinas, let's say, make sure you have photographs together. Hindi nga lang kayo, but maybe the family will also be there. Because if you're looking to marry, it could be that you also meet some of the family members. Pero importante po yun. And truly, it is the most common refusal reasons. Because mainly, as I say, mga, the applications, the cases that I deal with, no, they don't normally know each other for too long, and then maybe they met a couple of times, no, because they've not had the opportunity to go back for any longer. So, importante po yun. Document where you can, pero importante nga, prepare a statement, para bang affidavit, setting out, no, when you met, how you met nga, and make sure hindi nga lang kayo, no, the applicant, but also the sponsor. Even if the sponsor just says, yes, I've read my fiancé's statement and I confirm the same to be true as far as facts known to me, no? So it's important nga that you submit your case, no? Ikwento nyo yung relationship nyo. That's really where a lot of people often fail because they assume na okay, kung hindi nga sapat, tatawagan kayo, but that's not actually the case. Kung hindi sapat, they will simply refuse it. So relationship requirement, always pay attention to that and spend time going through, you know, what documents you have and listing them and making sure nga meron kayong statement, no? And as I've said, you need to have met in person. It doesn't matter that you're Zooming, FaceTiming, no, 20 times a day. Kung hindi pa kayo nagkita in person, the application will be refused. So, importante po yun. And that at the same time, then you're also showing that your relationship is genuine and subsisting. So it's all in this package, the relationship requirement. And as I say, it is probably the most challenging, you know, of all the issues there. Now, you need to also be able to show that you have an intention to marry in the UK within 6 months of arriving here. For that reason, kung merong sabihin natin, nung kayo sa Pilipinas, single nga kayo, no? Pero yung fiancé nyo nandito is still married, no? But is looking to divorce. Ang payo ko, bago kayo magpasok ng application to come in as a fiancé, tapusin muna niya yung divorce because it could be that you're not able to show, or the Home Office may say you're not able to show that actually you can marry within 6 months of arriving in the United Kingdom. On top of that, kailangan nyo din pakita that any previous relationship has permanently broken down. No? So the best way to show that is if he or she's still married in the UK, that that marriage has been dissolved by way of say, you know, divorce nga. And obviously, kung biyuda nga kayo, biyudo siya, then you should provide also, for example, the death certificate. So you need to be able to marry within 6 months of arrival. Ang bisang bibigay sa inyo 6 months nga lang. During that time, you must marry in the UK to be able to swap it into that of a spouse. Pag-usapan din natin yung mamaya. Now, apart from that, there also, apart from the intention requirements nga, there's also the practical requirements. And I'm talking about money. Okay? So, very, very similar po sa spouse application. So, kailangan nyo pakita, kaya nga fiancé ang pagpasok nyo nga dito, na ang sponsor nyo, yung partner nyo dito, yung fiancé nyo nga sa UK, ang income niya, no less than 18,600 before tax. No? Kung hindi yun sapat, it could be that you can add some savings into that. No? But there's a sliding scale. So, if yung income nga niya is 15,000, you may find that you need to show 25,000 pounds savings. So, of course, it's better to be able to show 18,600 minimum nga on top of any savings that they may have or indeed you may have. Pero focus po nila yung fiancé nyo. So, kung ano mang sweldo nyo sa atin, they won't count that because of course that's in the Philippines and pagka nandito na kayo, it won't also be counted towards the income nga. Ang focus po nila yung fiancé nyo nga dito. So you're looking at 18,600 pounds as I say before tax, no? Now, within the financial requirement, huwag nyo kakalimutan, and a lot of my clients strangely forget about this, yung accommodation. Importante din po yun. It doesn't matter na ang income niyang ang fiancé nyo is 50,000 pounds, sabihin natin, o 100,000 pounds. Wala kang mapapakitang accommodation. Hindi kayo nagsabi ng accommodation, marirefuse pa rin. No? So, accommodation means it doesn't have to be owned. No? It could be na renta nga, hindi din problema yun. It could be a room in a house, okay? As long as the room is for you, your use and your fiance's use only. Pero kailangan nyo din ebidensya. So by that, I mean tenancy agreement. So kung yung bahay sa kanya, if he or she owns it, then the land registry showing, in fact, that it's owned by them. Nandun pangalan nga. Kung makikitira kayo, sabihin natin meron kayong biyanan nga dito, titirang kayo doon, then make sure you also do a land registry search kung sa kanila nga yun, and then get a letter from them to say, now, we're happy to support my son or my daughter's fiancé application in the UK, and of course, he or she can then stay in the room occupied now by our child, no? And itong passport copy namin, at saka ito yung land registry details kung sa kanila. Kung renta, then you also need to get permission from the landlord, no? That your fiancé can stay, or you can stay in the property. Importante din po yun. And weirdly, as I say, it's often forgotten. Kung makalimutan nyo, again, it will result to refusal. Of course, you don't want that. Now, again, very similar to marriage applications, even though 6 months nga lang bibigay sa inyo, and even though it's a fiancé visa, kailangan nyo pa rin yung English requirement, no? Unless you're able to show that you undertook a degree that was taught in English, no? That is equivalent to or over what's called the A1 level A1, no? Pero hindi naman ganong mabigat yun eh. So you should be able to still do that without much of a problem. You need to book that though, and you can book that online. And there are specific centers where you need to do that. There are some exceptions nga to that, and they would be kung meron kayong medical condition that does not allow you to undertake the English language test, or indeed if you're over 65. Okay, but not many. Otherwise, not many exemptions nga. Now, sabihin natin ready na kayo, no? So what do you need to get ready also is of course yung pera. Ang pagbayad po ngayon is £1,523, no, for fiancé application. Dahil nga 6 months lang ang bibigay sa inyo, hindi nyo kailangang magbayad ng IHS, which as many of you would know, is the Immigration Health Surcharge, which is equivalent to about £600 per year. If you're making an application, say as a spouse or anything like that. Pero a fiancé, hindi nyo kailangan ko dahil 6 months nga lang. So, as I've said, 6 months lang pong bibigay sa inyo. During that 6 months, what can you do? Or rather, what can't you do? No? You cannot work. No? Marami kong mga kliyente, akala nila pagka-fiancé na nandito na pwede sa magtrabaho. Hindi po. Bawal. No? You can't, of course, get money from the government also. So, during that time, susuportahan kayo ng fiancé nyo nga dito. Pagkakasal na kayo, then you swap it over to that of a spouse. Once you have a spouse visa, and not before, no, noon pwede na kayong magtrabaho. Pero kailangan yung intain muna yung spouse visa. So kung fiancé kayo ngayon, nagpasok kayo, nandito kayo, hindi kayo pwedeng magtrabaho. Kahit nagpasok na kayong spouse visa, dahil kinasal na nga kayo, hindi pa rin kayo pwedeng magtrabaho until you get that visa. So kailangan nyo po yung spouse visa, no? Now, sometimes, and this was particularly a problem during COVID, no? Sabihin natin, you can't marry, no? Actually, recently, I have a client nga at the moment, nagkasakit nga yung fiancé nga niya, and they were lumala nga, so, and therefore can't, in fact, could not marry. So, anong pwede niyong gawin? You can apply to extend your visa as a fiancé, but usually you only grant it once, no? Tsaka kailangan yung pakita, ano bang dahilan? Because otherwise, immediately, no, baka sabihin nila, o tingnan, baka sabihin nila nga na hindi naman totoo relasyon nyo o may nangyari, no? So, kailangan yung explain nga, bakit nga? So, let's say nakakuha nga kayo ng spouse, ng fiancé visa, then you can swap it over, pagka nandito na kayo, to a spouse. Hindi nyo kailangang bumalik sa atin, no? Kung fiancé, pagpasok nyo dito kayo kinasal, hindi nyo kailangang bumalik sa atin, dito nyo pwedeng ipasok na yung application as a spouse. Now, another tip po, fiancé applications are made from abroad. Okay? So, kung nandito nga kayo, you can't just, so sabihin natin pumasok kayo sa visitor, tapos, you became engaged in the UK, gusto nyo palitan to that of a fiancé, hindi po pwede. Fiancé applications are made from abroad. And so, but saying that, kung matagal na nga kayo nagsasama nga dito, then it may be that you can make an application under the unmarried partner route. But if you're looking at fiancé, hindi po yung pwede. So, it's a very good visa to have. Yung nga lang, it's 6 months. There are limitations. Of course, 6 months, hindi ka kayo pwede magtrabaho. Kailangan yung palitan yung visa nyo to that of a spouse in order to be able to work and, of course, to stay longer. And beware, as I say, the most common types of reasons for refusal nga is evidencing your relationship. Okay? So, especially kung hindi pa kayo nagkatagalan, make sure that you document everything. And explain nyo nga, gumawa ka ng affidavit o kaya sulat o kaya statement, as I say, explaining when your relationship started, and why it is that you wish to make the UK your home, and indeed why you want to marry here. So it's a question really, like most applications, it's a question of preparing it and making sure nga na alam ng home office lang lahat, But those are the mandatory requirements. Kailangan nyo pong pakita yon. Kung hindi mapakita, then the application will be refused. So sayang nga lang pera nyo. But worse than that, of course, it creates a background for you. So as usual, ang payo ko po, prepare.
Okay. Ayan. Okay na ba? Okay na ba, audio ko? Okay. Yeah, tama. Prepare. No? Kailangan mag-prepare po tayo. So, ayun. Very interesting, yung mga, mo, but you started na kailangan na minimum is 18. Kasi dito, although allowed ng 16, ang dito sa visa na to, you have to be 18. Yeah, at least, no? And then, walang babayaran, yung sinasabi mong, surcharge, yung, dahil 6 months lang ang visa, IHS, hindi na kailangan magbayad, Ano nga ba itong IHS for those who are tuning in for the first time? Kailan na ibinigay ito? Kailan na implemento? Kailan dumating to sa, itong, kumbaga, responsibility na to or obligation? Attorney, yeah.
Yeah, actually, no. It's IHS is short for Immigration Health Surcharge. So it's basically contribution nyo sa national, the NHS, the National Health Service. So if you pay IHS and you get a visa, that means that you are entitled to actually make use of the NHS. So kung may mangyari nga sa inyo and you have a visa nga, so sabihin natin pumasok kayo dito as under the work route, under the skilled worker route, or before that the tier 2, nagbayad kayo nga IHS, may mangyari sa inyo, mabangga nga kayo, then you can avail yourself of the NHS. So it is your contribution to the NHS. Now, kung maigsi nga lang, there are a few visas nga which does not require IHS, and they would be things, visas such as visitor visa, dahil 6 months nga lang maximum stay in the UK. Same goes for fiancé visas, dahil 6 months nga lang. Yung nga, pagka pinalitan nyo na yung application nyo from as fiancé to that of spouse, nun nyo kailangan magbayad ng IHS. The IHS, the Immigration Health Surcharge, was introduced in, I think it was 2012, so over 10 years ago. And it's approximately £600 per year. So if you're looking at a spouse visa, which is 2.5 years, then you're looking at about approximately £1,600. Kailangan yung ibayad. And kailangan yung ibayad. You can't skip it, There's sometimes you can apply for a waiver of the fees, the immigration fees, including the IHS. But most of the time nga hindi pwede. So the two fees must be paid. The application fee and also the IHS if your visa is other than, say, yung fiancé.
2012, marami palang mga na-introduce, no? Nagbago, no? So, yun, halos kasabay nung time na yun, no? Yung 2012 na yan, no? Over 10 years na, no? Okay, attorney, we have some questions here, no? Sige, direct, sige. Ano yung first question natin? Go, go, go.
Okay, galing po to kay Ella. Ella C. No? Good evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. 2 months pa lang po ako dito sa UK. Pero after a year or 2 years, balak ko pong sanang kunin yung anak ko. Oh, that's nice. Naka-spouse visa po ako ngayon. Yung anak ko, yung anak ko naman po, hindi siya anak nung asawa ko ngayon. Okay. Same fee pa rin po bang pagbata ang kukunin? O pwede po ba siyang i-apply ng visit visa for 6 months? At saka di ko na i-apply ng dependent visa. Thanks to you both. Ella, interesting question, no? Dahil nga it touches on a number of things. So una po ito, of course, pwede mo siyang kunin dito. As long as under 18 nga yung bata. So mag-18 na yung bata nga ngayon, o hindi pa siya 18, pero mag-18 na, kunin mo na. Now, kahit spouse visa ka, limited visa ka pa rin, pwede mong kunin yung anak mo dahil nga, of course, stepchild na nga siya ng asawa mo. The fee is the same as the same as you, no? So itong plano mo, sinasabi mo, okay, why not apply for visit visa 6 months tapos pagka nandito na siya dependent visa? That doesn't really work. Dahil ang problema, Ella, visit visa, you can't change often to anything else. So, ibig sabihin, pasok siya din 6 months, tapos kailangan niya umuwi pa rin sa atin, tapos kukunin mo siya dito. Doble-doble yung gastos nyo. So, there's pretty little point in that. Now, just beware. I know this is not part of your question, Ella, no? Now, nandito ka sa spouse visa. So, kailangan pakita ang asawa mo o ikaw, kayo, pareho, that your income jointly in the UK is no less than 18,600. Kung kukunin mo yung bata, dahil spouse visa ang pagpasok mo dito, ibig sabihin, kailangan pakita pa rin, kailangan yung pakita ng income yung jointly at that time is 18,600 plus 3,800. Take into account nga yung anak mo. So obviously, tataas ang kailangan yung pakitang requirement. But the good news is, yeah, you can. Yung nga lang I wouldn't go with the yung plano visit visa tapos change over. I think that's just asking for trouble. So I would think twice about that, Ella.
Interesting question, ha? Maganda yung question ni Ella, no? So tama, wag mong gamitin yung route na visit visa. Total, stepchild na nung ano mo, no? Nung hobby niya, hobby ba? Babae ba si Ella, tama, babae. Nung hobby niya. So go for the direct dependent na kagad, no? Ang kuha. Total, below 18. Okay na yan.
Why think twice? Yeah.
Exacto. Okay. All right. Well, so thank you, Ella, for the question. Next question, sinong next natin? Cell M.
Cell ata, no? Hi, Cell M, no? Magandang gabi, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I got my skilled worker visa. Okay. And I'm planning to bring my partner and my son with me in the UK. Possible po kaya magawa yun? Ano pa mang address na need kong ilagay para sa kanila? Same po ba sa sponsor ko? Thanks and more power. Okay, Sel, ito. Yes, of course, no? Pwede mo silang daling nga dito. Kung ako ikaw, I would do that sooner rather than later. Dahil ang gobyerno nga ngayon, they're looking actually to make changes potentially to this dependence of skilled worker, no, under the skilled worker route. Don't know whether they're going to actually bring that into play and when that would be. Pero kung ako ikaw, I would do that. I would bring them in sooner rather than later. At saka, look, Sel, pagka nandito na din asawa mo, no, pwede siya magtrabaho, no? So, ibig sabihin, double income nga kayo. So, I would, from practical point of view, it's a good thing also. Now, the second part of your question, address. Kailangan mo lang yung address na tinitira mo, saan kayo titira, no? So, most of the time, a lot of my clients under previously Tier 2, now skilled worker, pagpasok nila dito, meron silang address and normally it's provided, the accommodation is provided by the employer. Yun ang unang-una. Pero pagka nandito na sila, within a very short time, they either move out of that and go into, say, rented accommodation. So, kung saan man kayo titira, yun ang kailangan mong lagay. So, it doesn't have, hindi mo kailangan magkatugma. You just need to explain it though, of course, no? And kailangan mo din pakita, meron silang titirhan. So one of the things, of course, that you should also submit is the tenancy agreement.
Okay, 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 tenancy agreement. Ayan, kailangan ipakita. Alright, partner. Attorney, ano? Partner sinabi niya, no? Ay,
Partner,
pwede
sabi
ba?
niya. Pwede yun, pero kailangan yung pakita, o kailangan pakita, Sel, na at least 2 years kayo. Now, kung may bata, that's often very good evidence nga na
Yan,
kasama nga
sila
kayo
yun eh.
dati.
Kanila.
Yeah.
Tama.
Pero 2 years, minimum.
Okay.
2 years ang kailangan mo pakita.
2 years, minimum. Okay. Alright. So at least kung hindi kulang pa ng 2 years, magitake ka pa ng a few months or a few weeks or whatever just to complete the no? Huwag ka mag-apply ng, so let's say technically, although anak nila yon 1.5 years pala sila magkasama, medyo sasabit. Tama ba,
Well,
attorney?
I mean, it's good evidence kung meron nga kayong anak, no? And of course, nagsasabihin mo siguro, well, no, I was buntis ako dati, nagsama nga kami. Frankly, kung ang balak nyo, no, magpapakasal naman kayo, I would just do it. Then that way, spouse visa na, spouse siya. So, ibig sabihin, you don't need to, hindi mo kailangan pakita nga yung 2 years. Kung may balak kayo.
Total, anak naman ninyo yung bata, ano? So, ayan. Okay, at least malaking ebidensya yun para sa inyo. Okay, meron tayong question pa, direct? Meron pa ba? Sige, pakipasok lang natin. Ayan, kay Adan, Adan.
Adan. I love that name, Adan. Adan L, no? Good
Adan.
evening to you both, Attorney. Attorney LIRA and Sir Sonny. Itatanong ko lang po, sana kung pwede kong kuhanin yung first degree cousin via dependent visa. Okay. Required po bang mag-present siya ng medical once sa lalabas ng bansa? Thanks in advance. This is particularly interesting, Adan, no? Adan. So, unang-una, the answer is unfortunately, probably not, no? Dahil the dependent visa, kailangan mong pakita na kailangan mo siyang alagaan. So, and actually, it's a bit more than that. Kailangan mong pakita for dependent visa to that he's not able to perform day-to-day tasks. No? Kailangan mo siyang kunin dito dahil walang nag-aalaga sa atin. Pero kung okay naman siya, no, wala siyang sakit, no, o kahit may sakit siya, hindi naman ganong malala, no, the dependent visa, that just will not work. It doesn't matter kung pinsa mo nga siya, kahit kapatid, no, over the age of 18, for example, or so it's kahit nga magulang. So you're looking really at having to kailangan pakita you need to care for them on a daily basis, and there's no one else nga doon sa Pilipinas who's able to care for them. So it's not really a route for normal applications nga, no? Sabihin natin kaibigan mo, kamag-anak mo, kunin mo siya dito. So I'd just be very careful. Now, actually today I was reading an article. So binago nila tong konti. Well, they didn't really change the content of the law. So basically they're just seeking to clarify it, the dependent visa route. The new law will come into play in June this year. It doesn't really change much, no. It's still as bad as it was before, but just a little bit clear as to how bad it is. And suggestion ko, we'll deal with the topic also, the new law, maybe in a couple of weeks or 3 weeks time, so a little bit closer now to the June date when it will come into play. But yeah, I don't think it's a route really for sa pinsa mo, Adan. But I mean, let us know, no, if there are caring requirements.
Very challenging yan. In fact, di ba, nung araw, prior to 2012, no, ang mga dependents would be children below 18, parents above over 65, tama ba, no, before? And then came this law back in 2012. Ngayon, this is a very challenging route na, no, yung itong dependent visa route, no? Napakahirap na. So,
Yeah.
Tapos may June,
Yeah,
may
no,
bago
no.
pa lalabas sa June, pero it's not an improvement on the existing one, di ba? Wala ka, no? Hindi mo sabihin na mas
Yeah.
lumuwag, no?
It's, no, no, yun na nga. In 2012, the new rules were, when tama ka, no, they were introduced. And whereas before, no, parents, for example, indeed even grandparents nga, no, as long as you're able to show that you've been supporting them, it was possible to bring them in nga as dependents. And to some extent, also children over the age now of 18. But since 2012, 11 years ago now, no, nagbago nga ang batas. And what we have now is really, it's so strict that it was described as, a ban masquerading as a rule, no. But it's still what we have. So yung nga lang ginawa nila, so they fiddled with the rule, and it will come into play in June. It's what I've read of it, I don't see that it's better. It just, I mean, the good thing is it clarifies things a little bit, but not to the point that it's helpful.
Or a massive change or a massive improvement or whatever, no? So walang masyadong major, no? Material change, so to speak. Okay, well, that was quite interesting. Very interesting questions for tonight. Sana kayo mga kaibigan na nanonood sa atin. Ayan. Alam mo, ang Tagalog, napaka, ano ba tawag dito? Nakakatuwa. For one just syllable, kunyari, bababa, you're into na ba or something, bababa. Are you going down or something like that? Bababa, di ba? No, yan, minsan nakakabulol. Kaya, very interesting. Yung mga questions for tonight, attorney, sana yung marami kayo natutunan. Ako, it's nice. I enjoy itong mga questions kasi, wow, ganun pala, di ba? So, if somebody asks me about these things, IHS, di alam ko na, di ba? Yung mga ganyan ba na-explain nyo ba? No? Although we've been hearing of it every now and then, but for those who are tuned in for the first time and wondering, di ba kasi minsan pag may mga, ano ba tawag sa mga ganyan, kunyari, DW, kunyari, Department of Works, ano ba, acronyms, yung mga acronyms. Pagka, when we talk about these things, sometimes hangin yan, they wouldn't know, kaya I ask you kung ano ibig sabihin na IHS, parang nang sa ganun, malaman na mga kababayan natin, ito pala yung contribution. No? Pag may visa kayo, tapos you are required by the government to pay about 600 quid. Tama ba? And that is, sabi mo kanina, kung na-aksidente ka o by at least na-hospital ka, wala kang babayaran, di ba? Noong araw lang bayan.
Tama.
Kaya lang nahihirapan sila because siyempre may funding din yan. The government is allotting funds, looking for funds to fund the NHS, di ba? Because libre ho rito, no?
And
di ba?
And when you think about it, it's not a lot, no? When you think about it, dahil nga, okay, £600 per annum, but kung may mangyari nga sa inyo, that's really not a lot by way of contribution. But it's of course, if the initial outlay, of course, if you don't have £600 per year, 2.5 years, £1,600, then it becomes a problem. It's actually more than the home office fee. No, the home office fee at the moment, so to be united spouse, is £1,052.20 or thereabouts. And then the IHS surcharge for the same for that application is about 1,600. So mas mataas.
Alam mo naalala ko yan. Naalala ko yan eh. Kaya siguro, I worked briefly sa NHS, very briefly lang. Siguro mga less than mga 3-6 months lang. Between 6, basta wala pang 9 months, I worked at NHS and I easily got promoted then, from nagugulat sila because sabi nila kararating ko lang, biglang mataas na ang posisyon ko, If I pursued the NHS, siguro, nasa middle management na ako ngayon eh. Dahil I was immediately promoted from a certain position to one position, Anyway, dahil na-expose ako na yan, nakikita ko yung problema. Maraming mga may department kami sa Brompton. I was at the Royal Brompton Hospital. Meron kami department dyan na tinitrace nila lahat ng yung mga nakakalusot na nagpapagamot na kumbaga hindi entitled. Yung mga marami kasi nakakalusot eh. They found out, I don't know if you've heard of this, hindi ko alam kung Hounslow area diyan, may mga doktor ba na nagtataka sila, yung particular person na yon, lahat na yata ng sakit nasa kanya na. Pero ang ginagawa pala, iba-ibang tao, kunyari may condition ibang tao, di ba, the referral emanates from a GP. Bago pumunta sa consultants or sa mga hospitals, yung GP muna. And then GP, i-refer niya sa mga hospital, sa mga consultants. Ngayon, merong mga GP I don't know, mga Indian GPs, hindi ko ba matandaan, no? Maraming mga overstaying na mga kababayan nila. Siyempre, di ba, pag overstayer ka, hindi ka basta-basta makakapunta sa doktor, di ba? Dahil hihingan ka ng kung ano mga papeles eh. Pagka nagre-registro ka sa mga GP eh. Hahanapan ka ng kung meron kang passport or anything, no, that shows that you are really entitled to be here or to have this NHS itong mga medical services. Ngayon, ang ginagawa kasi maraming overstaying, that particular name ginagamit ng lahat ng sakit kay meron siyang ano tawag dito ano ba yung yes, diabetes, lahat na yata ng sakit ng tao, pero iba-ibang tao ang pupunta. Nagising attorney itong aking little girl. Oo. So, ayan, ganun. Yun ang I know, yeah. Yun probably the reason why. Because sabi mo nga, 2012 nangyari yan. But prior to that, people na may mga work permits, they were free. Diba? Libre yun eh. Kasama yun. Yung libre yung medical, yung NHS eh, diba? Pero nung later on, when they found out na maraming, siguro, hirap din ng gobyerno sa ating NHS. Now, this requirement of an IHS surcharge came about, siguro, no? Itong 600 pounds. Yan ba ang initial rate na dati o tumaas na yan?
No, tumaas na nga. It was 400 pounds per year nga. Tapos, tinaas na nila, I think it was about two years ago. I think it was introduced, because of the need, to fund the NHS nga, and rather than anything else. So it's I think it's actually a fair enough contribution.
Fair enough, yeah.
That
I guess so,
we're required
yes.
to make, yeah. And I tell you, kung magkasakit ka nga, of course, kung hindi ka magkasakit, then great, no? Pero kung magkasakit ka, 600 pounds per year is hardly anything, no? X-ray, kahit nga lang, madapa ka, no?
Yeah.
The stitches, no? If you break something or sprain something and you have to go back, maybe physio. So it's I think it's a fair enough charge.
Okay lang. Sure.
Yeah. So
Maski magkaroon ka ng heart, maski may heart operation ka, whatever.
Yeah.
Mahal ng kung sa Pilipinas yan, pagka mahal yan, no? Pero dito wala, libre yan, no? Well, binayaran mo kung ano ka, kung ikaw ay kamukha na meron kang yung skilled worker route, no? Yung mga ibang mga visas na kung hindi ka pa permanent resident or citizen, hindi ka mukha namin ni attorney, talagang libre yan, walang babayarang surcharge, walang 600 pounds, no? Which used to be 400. Ngayon, hindi na. Okay, well, teka muna, baka may mga pagbati tayo and then we'll say goodbye na, no? Sige, may mga pagbati na tayo. Si Lizzie Hobbs. Good evening.
Yeah, si Lizzie Hobbs.
Hi, Snooki.
You're so cute. Tama siya. She's very cute. Oh, she's very
Oo
cute.
nga. Magaan talaga. Nakakatuwa to. Kala ko nung nagsimula to, parang, ano ba to, parusa sa akin. Hirap pa yata mag-alaga ng aso dahil pakakainin mo, gigising ka, iwalk mo pa yan. Di ba? Pag nagpo pa yan, toilet training. Kasi kung saan, especially itong maliliit, lalo na kung baby pa sila. Nakuha ko to, baby pa, mga 8 weeks old eh. So, they cannot control their bladder, no? Iihi lang maski saan yan. Dudumi lang maski saan yan. And so I was about to give up.
Kaisan.
Pero now I'm so happy with that I have this little girl. Nako, she's a joy. A bundle of joy, no?
Oh,
Diba? Tama ba?
she's so cute nga.
No, tama. Oo nga. Kiss nga, kiss nga.
Oh,
I love her. I love
speaking
her.
of bundle of joy,
She's
that was
no-
from Miss Giling, ah. Hi,
Oh.
galing photo kay Miss Giling.
Oh, si
Yeah,
MM.
Miss
Hi.
Giling,
Si
MM,
Emma.
yeah. Hi po, yeah,
MM,
yeah.
oo.
Good evening, UK. Happy Thursday, sir and ma'am. Good morning here in the
Mukhang wala
Philippines.
sa ano,
Happy
nasa Pilipinas.
Friday na nga. Of course, biyernes na sa atin, no? Kasi yun,
Friday na.
madaling araw sa
Thank
atin.
God it's
Hi, Miss
Friday.
Giling. Hopefully you're having a great
Oy.
time, no?
Siyempre.
Ikaw lang
Pilipinas,
babalik.
may kaibigan
Yeah.
ako. Kailan na balik? Kailan na balik? Di ba, MM is Emma, di ba? Tama, attorney? Emma ang pangalan ni MM?
Emma Giling. Yeah,
Emma,
she's lovely.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All
I mean
right.
the whole family.
Direct? Okay. Okay na tayo? Okay na, okay. So, okay na tayo. Ayan. So, yun na muna ating mga pagbati. Ay, sino to? DJ Jam Music. Sino yan?
DJ Jam Music. Yeah, good morning, Philippines. Nice show. Good evening. No, good evening. Good morning, rather. Good morning sa Pilipinas.
Good morning.
Good evening dito sa atin, no? Yeah, good morning, Philippines. Yeah.
Nasaan ka ba? Nasa ba si DJ Jam Music? Mabuhay, ha? Thank you for watching, ha?
DJ Jam.
Mabuhay,
Okay,
oh.
yeah.
Nasaan ka ba? Baka nasa ka ba? Nasa Pilipinas, Dubai, America, Middle East, no? Kasi it's the nicest thing about this is that we can be seen all over the world, no? Aside from the UK,
Yeah.
no? Of course, yung concerns natin, we talk about immigrations UK, pero malay nyo, no? Maski na nasa Dubai kayo, meron kayong cousin or friend or fiancé or, you know, na narito pala, di ba? It will be quite interesting. At napaka-interesting yan ng immigration attorney, no? It's a very, how
Yeah.
would you say it? It's dramatic, exciting, thrilling. Ano ba mga, ano dyan? Di ba? May kaba-kaba ka ba dyan? Di ba?
You know.
Parang,
Yeah.
oo.
I
Diba?
must say, ako, sinuwerte ako, no? Dahil nga, immigration at the moment, I would say, is probably the most exciting and challenging area of law, bar none, no? Lagi nilang, you know, there are many changes coming into play, partly because of political reasons nga, no? But kung makuha mo, no, and I have some, I've been very fortunate actually this week and last week nga, we've had a few appeals and applications come back, you know, that are more challenging, and they've been granted. So nothing beats the
Wow,
feeling of
congratulations,
tatawagan mo yung
attorney,
kliyente mo to say, yeah, you know,
congratulations.
truly, it makes my week at least, no? To call someone and to say, oh, nanalo tayo, nanalo ang appeal mo.
Yes,
Tapos na yung application mo, meron ka ng indefinite leave to remain. It is truly the best feeling in the world. Yung sabi mo nga, Sonny, it's a bit like, it's probably akin to winning the lottery because it goes to the core of
It does.
your life.
Exactly.
No? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
You anchored,
it's great.
yeah. America has been made up of immigrants. You anchor your hopes, your dreams on your legal stay, di ba? And because you feel that by doing so, by you know, having a legality, you can do the things that you want to do, and work hard, di ba? Rather than working na nasa under the radar and mahirap, di ba? Minsan natatakot ka pag dumaan ka sa police station dahil hindi ka pa overstaying ka or undocumented, kinakabahan ka. And marami naman masisipag mga, di ba, the immigrants dito, mga Indians, di ba, they're very good with yung mga families list, mga nag-aaral. But these are all immigrants. They are people who aspired, worked on the immigration route, no? By way of family, by way of fiancé, by mga pinag-usapan natin tonight, by way of spouse, maraming ruta. And all of these are challenging. Some, di ba, iba-ibang mga kwento Iba-iba, some, they get denied, may mga reasons, ganon. And that, for in itself, yung denials, appeals, and these are, parang, parang tension din yan. May tension yan, di ba? May stress din yan Di ba?
Tama, no?
But
Tama
to overcome
ka,
it,
Sonny.
wow, di ba? Di ba? Wow, ma-overcome mo, wow. And then, feeling mo ngayon, para ka nanalo nga sa lottery dahil it's your ticket to a good life. Di ba?
Yeah,
So,
and
yan.
I will never forget,
Mm.
yeah, what a very wise client of mine, sabi nga niya sa akin, no, it's so, it's the immigration problem nga niya is the first thing she thinks of in the morning when she wakes, and the last thing she thinks of at night when she goes to sleep. No, sabi niya, it's that important nga to her. And yeah, so you can see why, especially kung nandito ang pamilya mo, and you want to stay now with them. So it's no, it's a really exciting, rewarding, no, area of law. So I'm very privileged, no, to be able to practice in it and to be able to talk about it nga on our happy Thursdays. So I do look forward to our happy Thursdays.
Kamukha tonight, love din yan because fiancé, love din yan, di ba, relationships.
Tama.
Kaya ako naman sinasabi yan kasi itong immigration kasi talagang napaka napaka drama sa buhay eh. I've met somebody who was married to a Briton, Pilipina yan. Sometimes people make siyempre, di ba, by way of marriage to be able to stay here. Sinasaktan siya ng guy, tiniis lang niya for so many years hanggang sa makuha lang niya yung kanyang permanent residency, citizenship niya. And then that was the time that she was able to ano ba tawag dito? More or less liberate herself, no? Talagang iniwalayan niya, ganon.
Yeah.
Nagtiis. And then she was able to sending money because the son was studying medicine. Yung mga sacrifices na ganun, no? But she was working, cleaning, but at the same time working sa, alam mo yung Institute of Natural History Museum, attorney?
Oh,
Ano
yeah,
yan? Tabi
yeah,
ng Victoria and Albert? Oh, yeah. She was working there.
Yeah.
As
I
a
love that
cleaner,
building.
no? Oh.
Beautiful building. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love the dinosaur and everything. Oh. Yeah. Oh. We're so lucky to be in London because all of our museums libre. You go to I went to Zurich before. Ang liit-liit lang na parang bahay lang yata museum, ang laki ng mahal eh. But here in the UK, you go
Yeah.
everywhere, libre, no? Libre museums. No? I
Yeah.
don't know kung may bayad pa ba. Alam ko walang bayad eh.
No,
Last
wala
time
pa rin yet.
I checked,
No,
wala pa rin, di ba?
hanggang ngayon wala
You
pa
can
rin.
go to the Science
No,
Museum, you can go to the Institute
Yeah.
of Natural History, Victoria and Albert,
Yeah.
libre. Di ba? National Gallery,
yun na nga.
libre. No? So,
Yeah.
okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Attorney, baka meron ka pang pahabol o meron ka mga messages o may mga shout-outs ka, go right ahead. And how to get in touch with you. Siyempre, if they would like to avail of your expertise, no, advice sa immigration. Go right ahead, please.
So unang-una po, salamat uli, no? Thank you very much for joining us, no? That it is truly a pleasure and a privilege, no? To be with you nga today. Now, kung meron kayong problema nga po o what we've discussed today is of interest to you, ang email ko po, if you want to make contact with me, ito, no? Yung apelyido ko, CABATBAT at douglas-simon.com. Telephone number po namin, 0203-375-0555. Now, itong pinag-usapan nga natin ngayon, the fiancé, I'm actually going to prepared an article about it. So, yun i-upload ko dun sa website namin. So, ang website po namin, kung gusto nyo tingnan, ito po, tapos -simon.com, yeah? O Simon, yung apelido ko, .com. So, it would be, when you go on the website, it will be under the news section. So, just click on that, makikita nyo the various articles also, no, maybe interesting, updates nga. So, feel free, no, to download and indeed share, no? So kung fiancé application, especially this the up-to-date information on fiancé application. So I'll make sure that it's uploaded. But if you have any questions, yan pong email nga. But otherwise, no, thank you again for it truly is a privilege for me, no, to be part of the Happy Thursday. For me, certainly it's a happy Thursday, as Edgardo would say, it's a happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy, windy, despite being windy and a bit cold, pero happy pa rin, no? Tama, attorney. Ikaw ba, ikaw ba, Lira Simon Cabatbat? Ganyan ba ang pangalan mo? Sa'yo? Cabatbat?
Lira,
Kasi
hindi
sa akin,
po, no. Lira Simon
di ba?
Kabatbat. Simon
Pero
ako.
ibig sabihin mga British, for example, you go to the bank, you go,
Oh,
Cabatbat. Oh, kasi sa akin kasi, sa Pilipinas, Laragan, Sunny Laragan, Sunny Laragan. Pagdating dito sa UK, Sunny Laragan. Laragan.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah,
No,
Laragan.
Laragan ako.
That's
Hindi,
right.
bihira ako makakita ng Briton basta Laragan, basta Laragan. Yeah, Laragan. Oh, okay. Parang yung friend ko, Ilocano, ang pangalan niya sa Pilipinas, Ilocano, Ugay. 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 Pagdating sa UK, ang pangalan niya, Mr. Ugay. Mr. Ugay. Ugay. O ugay sa Pilipinas, no? Parang aglipay, iba? Aglipay, ugay. Pero pagdating dito, Mr. Ugay. Yan. Si Noli. Noli, mabuhay ka ha. Kaibigan natin yan. I don't know if he still works at the Waitrose, no? Mr. Ugay.
Oh,
Mr. Ugay. Oh, ikaw, Kabatbat. Kabatbat ba, attorney? Is that how they pronounce your surname? Kabatbat. Miss
yeah, I think
Kabatbat.
sure.
Miss,
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah, Miss Kabatbat. I think you also it's the two BATs. No, it gets quite confusing. The two BATs. So yeah, I think Kabatbat. Yeah,
how do they say?
rather than
Kababat. Kababat. Kababat ba sinasabi? Kababat?
Yeah. Yeah, oftentimes nawawala yung first T, kababat. They
Kababat.
say
Kababat.
kababat. Yeah, rather than kabatbat, no. And I always have to correct them. No,
Oo.
kabatbat. Right.
Kabatbat.
The two
Oo.
BATs.
Sa akin lang, naalala ko na yun nga, yung Laragan. Yan. Ang kinokorek ko lang sila, yung kala nila yung Sunny ko is U. Kaya sometimes yung iba, Sunny, S-U-N-N-Y. Yung parang Sunny. No, Sunny, sabi ko, S-O-N-N-Y. Sunny.
Yeah.
So, yan. Well, I had a happy Thursday, attorney. Alam mo naman, I always look forward to this because it's a very nice, this is kind of, it's relaxing with an informative twist. Ganyan, sabihin na natin. No? Or informative twist with a relaxing ambience. So, ganyan, di ba? It's a Thursday. Kapag anong the guy who coined the word Thursday because we thirst for knowledge. Di ba? And now, people who watch the program may take away sila. I'm sure they might have, all of these things that we've discussed, some of the questions na natanong mga viewers natin, meron silang na-pick up maski paano. So, yun, we're looking forward. So, we're gonna do it again, no? So, sa ngalan mo, Attorney Lira, no? Simon, no? Kabatbat, Attorney. Sa ngalan no, ni Attorney Lira, ni Direct Pao, itong aking alaga, ayan ayan, ako, ginigising ko, ginugulo ko to. Ayan, no? Pero hindi nagagalit to, maski, ko to eh. Sa ngalan no, ni Snooki, si Snooki to. Ito po, si Sunny Laraging nagsasabing, thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito sa ating Happy Thursday program. Let's do it again next week. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye-bye.